What be wrong with people? Hold on. Hello, girl. Do you
Hello?
see what's going on?
No. What?
Hold on, let me add to Ray. Hey, girl.
Hey girl,
Did you see what's going on?
is this like a grab the mics moment?
We definitely have to talk about this one.
Girl, y'all got me up now.
Grab the mics?
All right.
Is this thing on? Yeah? Okay, good. Welcome to Controversy and Chaos, bitches. Hey everybody, welcome to our first Hot Topics episode. So how things are going to work going forward, we are going to post a hot topic bi-weekly for you guys. So we're going to try to cover as much shenanigans that have happened during the past week and a half, give you our thoughts and opinions on them, and then on alternating weeks, we'll have our regular full-length episodes as you're typically used to. So actually you will be getting something in your feed from Controversy and Chaos every single week going forward. So
Yay.
claps.
Look at that. More content. More content.
Content.
Okay, so what is the first thing on the docket, girl? What is it?
First thing on the docket is all the concerts happening in 2024. As if 2023 didn't shatter people's pockets, 2024 said, baby, I'm here to show you something. We've got Usher going on tour. Mariah Carey is doing a week residency in Las Vegas. Chris Brown is supposedly going on tour. He was supposed to release his dates this week, still has not. Christopher,
What is
come
you
on,
doing?
babes. What is you? We're gonna find out in a couple days, and I don't know if my purse can handle it.
First of all, I don't know how your purse handled it last year with all the shenanigans you was doing. Like, girl.
We just give it to Jesus and be like, the Lord will provide. The Lord will provide.
Last year was definitely I want to go, so I'm gonna go, and we'll figure out the rest of this kind of year. And I don't think out of all of those, like I would want to go to see Mariah Carey, but it's just not gonna happen. But I know I'm definitely.
I got my tickets already.
Meg Thee Stallion is the only concert that I'm like crazy about. I might go see Usher again only because he has 3 shows that I'm interested in seeing. Like I'm like, oh, do I want to go to Brooklyn? Do I want to go to Philly, or do I want to go to DC and meet up with some people? So I don't know. But Meg is I'm saving my coins for Meg because I haven't seen Meg in concert. So
yeah, I was gonna say for me, I know my mom wants to see Usher, so I would be down to go to his show. But overall, I'm really looking forward to seeing Meg, and I really want to see Christopher Maurice. I ain't gonna lie, but
I'm not a fan.
Blasphemy. What do you mean?
Like literally. I'm not crazy. I don't have to see him in concert. I'm okay.
You don't know what you're missing.
It'd be him. Yeah, I was gonna say
to see a concert.
I'm sure y'all will share. I'm sure y'all will share.
No, because you want to spew that hate. No, we won't be sharing. No,
it's not hate. I just ever since before, yeah, I don't know. It's not hate. It's just the last time that I was like crazy about like all like his music and I played a straight album was his very first album. I don't listen to him like that. I listen to his feature.
What
it's
R&B
okay for people not to be fans of certain people's music. Like I don't hate.
I know,
music.
but
I'm just not crazy.
I've never heard anyone say. I've heard people say they don't like him, but not saying like his album
and I won't
or
even
his
go
music.
that far. I won't even go that far because people. I think over time I've learned that people are imperfect, and I could like not like the things that he's done in the past. But like that's not even worth like to me. Like it's not even worth going that deep. I just don't really listen to him like that. Can't say that.
That is so interesting. Well,
so another big interview. This year ain't been nothing but bombshells, and we only in the beginning of February. So Shannon Sharp already gave us Cat Williams to start the year off with a bang, and now he don't follow right on up. Well, he had, I think, with 2 in the last week. He had Usher come out for his interview with Usher to get prepped for the Super Bowl, and also more important and bigger than that, he had Monique,
Big Mo.
He had Monique. Yes, he had Monique and her husband in the wings, and this was a 3-hour interview. 3-hour interview. Shannon's interviewing skills.
Very much.
I don't know. And not even that. It's just It's just you can tell they have a set line of questioning.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, as the conversation may start taking a turn and, you know, the interviewee starts to kind of just go down a different path, he just goes back to the cards. And it's like, just let it naturally flow. Try to like pick up different questions on the spot, or maybe throw that question out. If we are knee deep into what her issue is with Oprah and Tyler Perry, please do not interrupt and start talking about your childhood.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So how was it growing up in Baltimore? Nigga, what?
Like, and that's why I say it's like Carisha, please, because Carisha went from one extreme to the next, and I was like, so do you like doggy style? Like, the fuck? We weren't even talking about that.
I feel like that's the whole, like, I think the difference with that is like people listen to Carisha Please to get that unfiltered, like, we know she's going to be random and ask you the most, shit. The outlandish stuff. Now, Club Shay Shay supposed to be a little bit more sophisticated. It's just that Unc is so damn country, and he's not a journalist. He's a great conversationalist. He's a great, him and them cards. I'll be like, Unc, put the cards down.
He be holding them cards for dear life.
Started like that. Like, I think we have like, now we accept that is how Carisha Please goes, and it's because that's how she interviews. I feel like
we can't accept nothing because it was only 6 episodes. It's done.
It was more than that.
Where's the rest?
But my point is that Carisha Please has always been like, there's no flow. And Shannon Sharpe is the same way. I'm not saying that they're going to be the same interview type, but like, that's what he's presented. He go from one extreme to the next. Now, Kevin Hart, when he had his little sit downs, those were good questions. I feel like his interviews were very decent and put together, and he only had a few episodes. So I just feel like that's why people are making a comparison, because it's like, damn, y'all got the same flow.
I don't agree. I feel like, I think the biggest difference is the current guests that have been coming on there that are like shaking the table, like Cat Williams and Monique. They are coming on there with a purpose of getting out what they want to say, not to be interviewed, and that's the problem. Shay Shay, Unc, he thinking like, oh yeah, I'm about to.
We're coming to interview.
I'm coming to interview you, and they're like, no, this is your show, but this is my platform right now. So like, if you even compare it to the interview he did with Usher, that one was great. The conversation flowed. I literally didn't have any critiques. Usher was so calm. He was himself. He was his own personality. They joked, they laughed, they drank. It was cool. But I feel like when you're interviewing powerhouses such as like a Cat Williams or a Monique, this is not your interview. So honestly, just sit there, laugh, and kiki. There's no point for you even ask them no questions, because they're coming on
with
here.
Their own information. They came with a purpose, ready to go. Kat came there to say, okay, all of these people that you had on your show, every single thing that they said about me, I am here to dispel every single one of those things. You just here so I could be on the camera. That's all.
Yes, right.
And Shannon is trying to interview him, and it's like, don't ask me about that. I'm not here to talk about that.
I think we talking about, all right, I think we missing each other, because I'm talking about something totally. I'm talking about the cadence that he's following when he's actually interviewing, not the people and like who is there.
Yeah, but I think that is what makes it them two different things. I think in his mind, in his cards, he has set questions that probably would make sense if he could just go in that interview order. Carisha just has outlandish things on the card, and there's no rhyme or reason. There was never a set. It's never a set. Hey, I'm trying to go from young you to right now. Hers is just like, oh, I just want to know this information, so I'm just going to randomly write it on a card. So I think they're two completely different interview. They're just two completely different shows, two completely different interview styles. I can see when people try to draw some similarity because they just abruptly switch, and I think that's just because he's relying so much on what's on the cards rather than just being able to pick things up on the spot and just switch at the drop of a dime. You know.
Now, speaking of interviewers, really quick, he's, in my opinion, very underrated as a journalist and as an interviewer. But my favorite interviewer right now is Speedy Mormon, whatever his name is.
Love Speedy.
I love Speedy. Like, he do his research. He makes him feel comfortable. He be getting to the tea. And his like ray of people that he interviews is like, oh, like, Speedy, they sitting down with you, and it's like, oh, Speedy, who is this that you're sitting down with? So it's like, I like an interviewer that's like, I can break this person to the unfamiliar, but also I can get those big names to come in and be comfortable and sit with me and make iconic moments every episode. And I love his TikTok. I love
Is this
Speedy.
like
his TikTok.
the
He's
Terrell
so
show?
funny.
Is that
No, that's Terrell
am I
Price. No. Speedy,
okay.
he's on Complex, and you'll see him. You remember the viral Ray J interview when when he was like, "I could break your glasses."
Yeah.
That's Speedy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Speedy.
I'm like, I don't know who that is.
No, he's my favorite right now.
He's great. His TikTok is great. Shout out to Stinks. Like,
yep. Hey, Stink.
Hey, Stink.
Stink.
We love Speedy. Like, he's really good. I think for the Monique interview overall, I think it was very good. She is extremely well articulated to be able to say, this is what my problem is. And her problem has never changed in the past decade that she's been dealing with this. It's never changed.
Yeah. She's been consistent.
It's never changed. She's been consistent. Nobody can come out and say, oh, Monique is lying, that this didn't happen. Because one, she got a recording of Tyler Perry admitting that he lied. And for me, I feel like, yes, you do owe her financially. You owe her a public apology. As loud as y'all disrespected her, you owe her a public apology. Admit that you lied, and y'all need to run her money. That you and Oprah, and that's why I don't fuck with Oprah. I don't fuck with Tyler Perry either. But like,
it's for Olympic.
Yeah, I don't fuck with them. And it's just like, I don't fuck with it. Y'all owe her an apology. Y'all owe her money, all the money that you have blocked her from being able to make over the past 10 plus years. Yeah, like, that's how you make it right. Run me my fucking money.
Yeah. Can I say that while you're talking about Oprah, I'm sorry, and I know this is about Monique, but I did an assessment of Oprah and all the things on the O Network, and I was like, damn, she really Mona Scott Young with more money. Because the production is not good. Like, it is a bunch of mess, and it has evolved. Like, put Love Is back on the air. Like, give us some quality romance stuff. You are Mona Scott Young in a church hat, and I hate it. It's so bad. Yeah. But I'm still gonna watch some people act a mess in Alabama every chance I get.
Yeah, I watch the OWN network too, but I feel like personally, Oprah has never been someone that I connected with.
I never connected with her. Ever.
And it's like, I do respect what she has done in the entertainment industry, but I do feel like she's done a lot of grimy things to a lot of people that may not have wanted to speak up until Monique, but it's like the proof is in the pudding. And honestly, I don't trust no celebrity that be so gung-ho to help them kids in Uganda and ain't did shit for nobody in the US.
That's what she said. We don't want education. Black people don't need education. They don't value education.
Well, guess what? Listen, don't make me get Harpo. That's all I'm gonna say. But I don't know. Oprah, I just never, it's just so many things about her that I'm like, this don't make sense. This don't add up.
And multiple people have the same story, and I'm sticking to it. Multiple people cannot have the same experience and same story with you, and all of them be lying. And we've seen that proven with the Taraji situation. And I think that Monique definitely hit the nail on the head when she said, if you're going to basically jump off the porch, don't turn around and then be like, oh, let me pin a love letter to Oprah. No, if you want to come out and call her out, you got to ride it out, because what does that change? All of this says is that, hey, I can continue to treat you like shit. I can continue to treat you like shit. I can treat everybody like that.
And she's operating, Taraji is operating on fear, I think, whereas Monique knows that, like, okay, maybe I won't do another movie or a TV show, but I'm gonna go on the road and I'm a tour. Taraji don't have that. So it's like, I understand her plight a little bit. Taraji, she's not married, so everything is falling on her. I'm sure she takes care of herself, her family, all that stuff. But for me, my dignity would not allow me. I said what I said, and that's just that. But I do understand,
and we could see what we saw. We can see what we saw. Like, we could see the uncomfortableness. We could see Oprah not wanting to stand next to you. Everybody in the picture now has to reorganize because y'all can't stand next to each other. Like, we see what it is. We see Fantasia looking at you, trying to get you to calm down because we have to come out here and be professional. We see that. So,
I think it's very... Go ahead.
I think for Monique, I definitely admire her because yes, it does take a lot of courage to just be like, I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm going to stand up for what's right. And I think it kind of goes back to our last episode. Really, a lot of it is just about you being a girl's girl. Like, I'm not finna let these people play with us. So if that means that I gotta be the person to lay down so everybody else can have better behind me, then guess what? Then that's just what we're gonna have to fucking do. And what's for you will be for you. She'll be fine. If she's been fine all this time, she was able to do her thing with Netflix, and I'm actually happy that she cleared that up and was just like, we settled. I said what I said. They came back and they fixed it. They made it right. I went on to do my special. It was great. And she was like, I will do another special on Netflix. It was great. Once we ironed it out, and I feel like that's how things should work. You can have an issue and you can call out said issue, because if you don't call it out, why would they feel like they have to do anything different? Nobody said that Cat lied, and ain't nobody gonna say that Monique lied. So it's the truth. This is
not
who
lying.
you are.
They have too many receipts and proof, and everything is just lining up. And I think that like Tyler Perry, obviously he worked hard to be to where he is, but I feel like, nigga, who are you? Why are you the gatekeeper?
Right. And like, I don't understand. And that I just never understood.
The only reason why I understand Oprah being a gatekeeper is because she came up in a time where there wasn't any competition. She's like the Nicki Minaj of like the actresses, right? There was no other person that was on her level to compare her to. So like when the younger generation would come and, you know, of course they're going to give her flowers and stand at her, even though she probably shitted on them and didn't want to give them opportunities and stuff like that. But they're not going to say it because of the power that she has. And I just feel like,
especially when her show was on TV. Like, that was the height of your career. Everybody wanted to be on Oprah. That was the show to go on. It was
and
just
if
like,
you go back and look at her episodes, you will see like some of these conversations and how she handled guests were very egregious. It's way, to me, it's on the cringy level of like when I go back and watch Tyra's interviews. Like,
oh my God.
And Tyra was like one of my favorite. Yeah, like
I used to love Tyra, like watch it faithfully.
But looking at it with adult eyes, it's just like, oh, so you really doing the white man's job? Like you really, you know, cooning out over here. And I feel like Oprah is the same way. And it's hard to say that because our elder women in our you know community, they see Oprah and these women as like can do no wrong. And it's like, y'all need to open your eyes. Stop putting these people on a pedestal. And I think that's the biggest thing I love about our generation is like, yes, we love our faves, but at the end of the day, nobody is exempt from criticism. Sometimes we might have too many opinions, but we're the ones supporting and spending our money. You would not be who you are without the support of the Black community. So do right by these people.
But yeah, so we don't talk about the old girlies fighting. The new girlies, baby, they've been having it out all week, and I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start.
Should we start with like the music girlies or just like the internet beefs? Like which one?
I feel like the music girlies, it might be a little bit more in depth because there have been songs that have come out. So let's just get to the regular internet beef. So this week it was Dreezy versus Deandra Sanders. I didn't even, this shit came out of so much left field. So Dreezy lets off a tweet basically saying like, oh, my ex is so obsessed with me. It's cute, blah, blah, blah. And her ex is Jacquees. Deandra Sanders is now dating Jacquees. So now we get to February. We get to this week. Dreezy lets off that tweet and they're subtweeting each other. Deandra starts subtweeting, and then nobody ever mentions each other, and I don't like that. If we gonna beef, baby, at such and such, let's get it out there because all of this subliminal back and forth. Nah, girl, we grown as hell. You got a problem with me? I got a problem with you. Yeah, I'm going to just at you. Like, what's up? What's good? I don't got time to be going back and forth.
This is the problem though. Okay, so for Dreezy, right? She let off the tweet saying, my ex is so obsessed with me. Let's be for real. She's a young 20-something-year-old girl. Most women our age that are single.
Is she in her 20s?
Yeah, she's younger than us. She's like 27, 28. Yeah. Yeah, she's not 30 yet. But I say all that to say it is pretty normal for a girl that is single in her age who be having dealings with their ex to be subtweeting about their ex. It doesn't matter if the ex is in a new relationship or not. We know girls who do that. Shit, we might have done it. Like, it's not abnormal. So I feel like
her tweet was fine, but it was just like, if y'all gonna go back and forth and now we pulling up, if I'm Deandra, bitch, I'm adding you.
Yeah, she's talking about Deandra.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying what Dreezy, she tweeted and said, my ex is so obsessed with me. It had nothing to do with Deandra. It had to do with the ex, the man. Deandra hit dog on holler and you feel some sort of way because that's your nigga. So then you started subtweeting. You didn't have to say nothing. But since you did, then Dreezy started adding her and was like, okay, bitch, well,
she gave her
you want to talk about
well, they never added each other. They never did. They never mentioned each other. And
she could have just been like, well, what ex? I mean, or she could have just treated it like, I don't know what ex.
We all know what ex.
I know, but I'm saying, if you ain't want to argue like she was trying to.
If you didn't want to engage in the brawl, then you should. Like, she said something very specific. She said, obsessed is you putting or having panties with your face sent to his crib. That's obsessed. And it's just like, okay, you could have said something a little bit more chill, like, bitches always think they ex obsessed with them. Like, but no, you said something very direct and very like specific. And it's like, okay, bitch, like, now I'm gonna at you because why you telling people I have my panties?
If you want to go low, let's go to hell.
Right. And that's where Dreezy went. She took it to hell.
I'm in alignment.
Yeah. I just be for, like, if y'all not gonna, like, if we not gonna fight, what we talking about?
Right. Oh my God.
What? Because I just don't have time. We too fucking old. If you are in your late 20s, if she's 27, 28, you don't get the, oh, you're a young girl. You don't get a young girl card. Like, stop.
No, I don't think it's above them to fight. I think if they were in the same room, they would fight.
I don't think that they would.
I think they would.
I don't think they would. Not at all.
I'm sorry. I'm also not fighting nobody. Like,
basically, but it's just like, if we not gonna do that, then what the fuck is we talking about?
We don't need to be talking.
Dreezy, if you gonna be back with him, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah,
because all of the because yeah, not even like, if he ain't shit, if he ain't shit, you ain't dealing with him, blah blah blah. He shouldn't even be able to text you.
Right.
There should be no text messages for you to even post with all corn on the cob as the name. Like, come on, that takes effort. You went through and had to go through, edit, and we all know the new feature for adding contacts is so fucking difficult now. It ain't just simple add, change the name, save. No, it's mad shit that goes into it.
Before she screenshotted it, his name wasn't like that prior. You did that for the screenshot. Wasn't like that.
Exactly. So you did this for the internet games.
It's probably
y'all put in a whole lot of effort into this for you to still go back and be with said nigga. If you still fucking said nigga, like, why are we doing this? You're still gonna be with him at the end of the day. So now both of y'all bitches look dumb as hell.
Everybody looks dumb because he is in Dubai with his high school sweetheart. So I want that bitch to come to the floor. What you got to say, girl?
Y'all need to call up Trey Songz and be like, excuse me, Mr. Songs. I know you hiding from the internet right now. Could you come back and rip some more dreads out this nigga head? Because like, we should be putting our heads together and let's come together and fuck this nigga up, because clearly he's saying he's playing both. He's playing all sides of the fence. Like, I need people to really grow up. Like, if y'all are about to get y'all 30 and over club card, why are we still acting like why are we still acting like high school children? That really be my issue. Like, where do the maturity level like kick in and be like, oh, we should do something different? Or maybe am I just too mature? Like, when I'm done with somebody,
I don't think
you're dead to me. I don't know you. I have never met that man.
I don't think it's an age thing. I think it's a personality thing.
It's like, I'm just too mature. Like,
this is. It's not, I don't think it's about maturity. I just think it's about certain ages and pride. Because think about it, when Cardi B get up there, or whoever gets up there and talks about their relationship and stuff like that, or Auntie Tia Kemp, there's no reason for her to go on the internet and act the way she does. But guess what? We're entertained and we love it. So when it's Dreezy and Jacquees, funny as hell. You know,
I think it's your
So,
ability to detach from. I don't think it's. I agree. See, I don't think it has anything to do with maturity. I think it's just your ability to detach from things. Some people just are like, they are not, when they mad, they don't know how to regulate their emotions, so they act out. I think that if you are somebody who just like, okay, well, we're done. All right, let's move.
Well, yes, I
If you're
do
gonna handle
have
the
an extreme
situation.
ability to to quickly disassociate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
for
just like,
me, it's more
bye.
so of a
Don't know
pride
you.
thing.
Never met you.
But
It's more so of a
that can be
pride
both
thing.
ways.
It's for
That
me,
can.
it's like I'm never giving you the benefit of the doubt to let you know that like you really like got me in my bag. So
But if we want
Yeah,
to talk
it just
about, and this is a different conversation, but I think we also want to talk about like your level of emotional, what is the word? Not emotional maturity, but like people can look at that and be like, "Oh, you're able to detach. That's good," or they can be like, "Oh, you're able to detach. That's bad. Like, why are you able to do that so
yeah.
quickly?"
I'm sure people will look at me like something is fucking wrong with her. Like,
Yeah. And then
she
other
truly
people who
just
be
don't give a fuck.
sulking all day would be like, "I wish I had that." So it's
Yeah,
definitely.
like, yeah. But in this situation, it's just like, I guess my issue, because there were so many things that were the whole exchange. Like, I personally wouldn't do it because that's just not me. The things that were said, I just be like, okay, if I'm truly not bothered, and you can't bother me, bitch, I'm not bothered, truly. So it just was a lot. Deandra threw in the towel and was just like, okay. Dreezy coming out with a song. It just was more corn. Like, baby, everybody, corn on the cobs for everybody.
I seen that song. I seen that, and I was like,
We
I'm
need to
not.
get a little corn on the cob award. A corn on the cob award for everybody.
Can Carisha get one mix?
Because it was we're
we'll
getting
get
to
to
the rap
her
girlies.
ass.
It was just all just very corny. And
I
it's just
don't
like,
know if I want to
okay,
call it corny.
well,
I think when I look at it in
everybody's
the
gonna be back
aspect,
together. This is just gonna be a love
when I
triangle.
look at it in that aspect of like real life, it's corny. But I don't know these people and I don't give a damn. So I was very much so entertained. And I also feel like Deandra, you're annoying as fuck because first you said that the pictures were photoshopped. Then your man comes out with the song saying I should never texted her and said all those things. So clearly you lied. That it was not photoshopped and that really did happen. And then like it's just I don't know. I
Which
just
one
don't
is it?
like I don't like the girls who like will throw a rock or engage in said shenanigans and then play the victim. It's like, no, bitch, you knee deep in it, so be in it.
Yeah,
Be
Yeah,
in it.
I agree.
I agree. You jump off the porch, you can't come back. The
Mm-hmm.
rap girlies, it have been having a time in this Black History Month. They've been having a fucking time, okay? We only 10 days in, and they are just having a ball. So last week, what was it, last Friday, JT released her single, Sideways. And I really liked JT's single. I feel like music wise, it was good. I wish it had an extra verse. Sometimes these 2-minute songs and you're repeating the chorus 3 times, it's a bit much. It's like you needed an extra verse in it to break it up. We needed maybe 2.5 minutes, 2:45 would have been good. But the hard cut off at like 2 minutes, 15 seconds. I just needed some more. It just felt like a snippet to me rather than a whole song. But yeah, so she put her rollout out. It looks very aesthetically her speed. Like,
well, let's just
but it looked like really just a old school like come up video.
No,
is what it looked like, and I didn't know if that was her.
You could tell that. No, you could tell that was the inspiration, but it gave. I shot this on my iPhone. Like I feel like you can have that aesthetic and have that look, but still have the proper budget and the proper tools to achieve it. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like even y'all know I stay up late to watch, the girls go on live, introduce the video, take questions, I do that every Thursday into Friday. So staying up watching her live, first of all, the first like 10 or so minutes, she's on YouTube live. She doesn't know how to work it. It's like all these tech issues. You could tell her team is just like her friends that are trying to help her out. It's like she doesn't have people behind her pushing her up. No real label support. It's given Uzi I need this much money and then I'm gonna figure out what to do with it. It's not given like, oh, I actually have the proper help in hands, or even she put her own money into it. I don't know. But I do feel like she's not getting the proper support. And I do like the idea because that is her aesthetic, but I think that it could have been executed a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah. It was still good. But I also think like JT's personality, her like all the nonchalant like attitude that she has about a lot of things definitely kind of gets in her way. Because
but
it's not for lack of
like
talent.
that. She wasn't like that this go around. Like on her live, she was very like excited.
Saying, like, not even. Yeah, I'm not talking about like her live, but I'm talking about her public persona. Like when she does interviews, a lot of times she's like, I don't really care. I be in my house playing in my backyard with my dogs. I don't really care about
not
this
the
shit.
personality.
You know, so it's just like if you keep publicly saying like, oh, you don't care, you don't care, you don't care, the people who are the ones that are going to give you the checks, now you don't care. So we don't care. Now we're not even focused on you or paying attention to you. Should they be? Yeah, you're signed to a label. They should put the backing into you, but they're not going to do that. They're going to put the backing into the people that are constantly in their face. Like they want this. They're trying to work towards it because hell, there's some very mediocre people that get the big productions and the big push. Likeability takes you a lot of places. You could have the most talent in the world, but if you are not likable or people don't feel like you're likable, also marketable, then we're going to have to go and put our emphasis on the people that we feel like are likable, are marketable. She definitely has the talent. So now it's time to work on the other part. And I feel like she needs to consistently come harder. And not that she's putting out anything mediocre, but consistently come hard, consistently put out good work, and things will, the motion will happen. As for her counterpart, Carisha,
that looked like it was shot on the iPhone. Yeah.
I love
what?
No, the rollout for it was.
Oh, I was talking about the video. I was talking about
the rollout for it was great.
That was a budget. Yeah.
That was a budget. That was great. Recreating the primetime like draft day thing. Like it was great. It made sense. You're from Miami. It like she could have explained yams for the people that don't know. She could have explained it, but once people in the comments will kind of do it for them, and she'll
educate you.
She'll like respond. Like, yes, this is what it means. But she should have like said what this was about. But you could tell that okay, there's a production behind this. This wasn't thought of yesterday. Like this has been worked on, planned, and now here we are. My only issue with it is one, the song was trash. Hate it. Throw it in the garbage. Buenas noches. It's gotta go. But also, she stepped on JT's shit hard as hell. I don't even think JT's song was out 48 hours before Here She Comes.
Yeah.
Promoting her
shit. I'm like, we can obviously tell that something's going on with them. From their last Breakfast Club interview, you could tell that something's going on, but nobody is really kind of saying it. JT has always been putting out, like, I'm still in the group. I'm still in the group. I'm still in the group, but I'm just doing this right now. But I'm still in the group. She makes mention of it. Every single song that she puts out, she makes sure to mention she's still in the group. If she puts out a song, it says City Girls and JT.
City Girls.
This is exactly. This is Young Miami. This don't have nothing to do with JT. And I'm like, damn, how you gonna step on her shit like that?
If there wasn't any beef or anything going on, I feel like how it could have been promoted was, shit, this is your thing, this is my thing, but let's drop on the same day. Because we can promo together in our own separate ways. But JT having her moment and everyone like loving the song, talking about it, doing this, doing that, and literally like a day or two later, like JT put hers out on a Friday, and here come Monday, Miami dropping her shit. The argument to that could be like, oh, it's her birthday week, it's Super Bowl, so it goes with her theme. But I still feel like that could have been worked out. JT could have released hers a week prior to that. At least maybe it was a 2-week gap. Or y'all could have just dropped on the same day. Honestly, if it's broke, stop trying to fucking fix it. Like, y'all can exist.
Without each other.
But I also feel like they could lean into that. Like, we're two different people. We're part of a group kind of thing. Like, there's a way to do that, unless there's some underlying beef, of course, that we suspect that there is. But I think even when JT came home, like, y'all could have definitely leaned into that. Like, we two different bitches, but that's what makes us good at City Girls. Because we even seen that in rap shit. Like, the way that their personalities were portrayed, it's like, I really wish that we got to see that. Like, this is how we act on the stage, and you can there's a clear difference in who we are, instead of, I feel like when JT came home and they did start doing festivals and performances, I felt like she was uncomfortable. Like, now in retrospect, saying her, I felt like she was like forced to like perform in a way that just like probably wasn't comfortable for her, and she probably just got over it quick and was like, I'm not doing this shit no more.
Well, also I feel like she didn't have no development, because because Miami had some horrible fucking performances. She got on BT and that shit was terrible. So it's just like she had already had the opportunity to go through that. Like, okay, I put on a shitty performance where I didn't actually rehearse, and I got up there on that stage and everybody ripped me to shreds. So so the next performance, okay, I have to make sure I can rehearse. I have to interact with the crowd. I can't just stand here. She already went through all of that, whereas by the time Creep kept the buzz going. So by the time JT came out, it was just copy paste, like insert you here. Here we go. It's not, she didn't have that opportunity to actually get the appropriate development that Miami had. So now when we're looking at them side by side, it looks as if like JT still has always been the talent. She's always been the talent, but now she has to work harder to get up to the performance, and the personality piece is what's missing, because she didn't have that. It was just get in line. Here are the shows that's booked. Here's the records that we got to do. You need to get on it so we can keep this shit going.
And one of their more recent performances, I forgot what it was, but I know it was like a festival. They were outside. Maybe it was Lovers and Friends. It was something. But I was like, damn, is this the Diddy effect? It was like in the summertime, the spring of the summer. And they did something, and I was like, this is a good ass performance, and they look so good together. And I wish that we had like more of that before they decided to have this like whatever it is.
But praise to everyone. And then the next people on the freaking docket is Alyssa and Isis, aka Latto and Ice Spice. Truly. Truly.
You should have to reach a certain point before you start beefing with good people who actually can rap.
I don't understand. I mean, everybody reaches if they feel like I'm better than this person, or I got a problem with this person, or, even if the problem doesn't really make sense, because I don't know what the fucking problem is.
Nikki.
Yeah. Like, when we get down to it, it's definitely...
And it just doesn't make
from Nikki Cardi. Like, it all stems from there. However, I feel like Isis, okay, she saw her little video in the background of that Sprinter, which Latto had came out and said that, honestly, I got on the Sprinter to record this part of the video. I did not put her video on there on purpose. It was not directed to her, but since she took it there, I'm taking it there. It's whatever you want it to be. And you can't do that with somebody who really know how to rap and will tear that ass up. Isis,
was probably YouTube videos,
literally. And they do that. If you've ever been on a Sprinter, you've ever been on a party bus, they just play random shit in the background.
Yeah.
So it's just like you don't have no control over that. And I'm just like, okay, so you got upset about that. You put out, which y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought Fart or whatever came out like the song before that. I haven't seen, if there was a video that came out, I ain't seen shit said video.
Yeah, video came out.
Okay, because I'm like, the song was definitely out. So I'm just like, if Ice Spice, you already made the line, she all on the floor to her get up. Like, you was already coming at her.
That was summertime.
Yeah, so I'm like, no, that wasn't the summertime.
No, it wasn't. It was recent.
That was recent. That video. It was a video with her and I think Cleopatra or somebody.
They were in Miami.
Yeah, they were outside.
They were in Miami. It's summer in Miami.
Oh, maybe it's all, yeah, but that wasn't a recent, like, that song is newer. But it's just like, okay, you already recorded the song saying that, so you was already throwing shots. You was already throwing shots at Latto in the song. So I'm just not like believing like, oh, I saw my I saw basically my video playing in the back of her TikTok. So now I'm releasing this. No, that's not how that happened. Fart came out already. Now, if you release visuals later, okay, but the song already came out. You already recorded said song. So I'm not understanding the parallel here. You started it again. So here we go.
Something happened before that though.
Now, if Latto actually paid attention to the song and heard it, because let's be honest, who the fuck is like really listening to what Ice Spice be saying?
No,
I tried. I can't.
You can't. You're not. So
How can you listen between her bending over and rubbing her crotch?
Okay, that's not fair.
It's annoying.
You could say that about Cardi and everybody else. Only difference is they're more entertaining when they do it. She's boring.
Her performance, what was that, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, because she's boring.
What was that, at the Spotify event?
Yeah, the Spotify Grammy event.
She wasn't on stage 2 seconds, and I love when people chime in on Twitter. They was like, yeah, as long as she knew that it was time for her to turn around during performance. Because she literally, it's like nobody listening to the words half the time. Just turn around.
Because she has good beats, but I don't think it's fair to be like, oh, because she's bending over. All the girls do that. But I think overall, it's more like, she's boring.
We know you about to do it, so just do it. Yeah, like hurry up and do it. Yeah, performance we're here for.
Yeah, so that was my issue. It's just like, you started it. You started it, so now don't be upset. So even if Latto put you in the back of the video on purpose, bitch, you started it. Right. So now
something else happened a few months ago. I'm trying to remember what it was, but I know that like the girls was putting them against each other, like, oh, Ice Spice trying to take Latto's spot,
and I don't understand what spot she could possibly be taking.
Right. Yeah. But because at the end of the argument, day, like on social media?
Yes, I remember it, and it was redonkulous then when they said it, and it's still ridiculous now, because whatever y'all feel about Alyssa, she can actually rap.
Yep,
she can actually rap. So this is a no competition thing. This is kind of just like you beating up on a person who really can't fucking defend themselves, because it's like you're not equipped. You're not equipped to do anything, to say anything against me. So is this really what you want to do? But if this is what you want to do and this is how you want to go about it, bitch, get in the booth and let's run it back. Because one person can do this all day and the other person cannot.
I just think that Ice Spice, Isis, I just think that Munch was a cute moment, but I think overall I don't want to say respect, but I just lost a connection or respect for her when she really teamed up with that lady. When it's like, you can be cool with Cardi and Nicki, except when Nicki tries to reel you in, she makes you choose. And if you decide to choose, exactly. It's like you shaded Nicki this whole time. Cardi was bigging you up. I heard about Ice Spice from Cardi posting her. So it was like, I didn't hear about Munch and all that stuff until Cardi posted it. So that was a nice little boost for you. Your song was boiling up, of course, but it was a nice little boost for you. Y'all from the same city, Then here comes Nicki adding her 2 cents on it. And even like the same thing with Sexy Red. It's like, I heard about Sexy Red because Sukihana and Cardi B. And I feel like as soon as they have to choose up and they choose Nicki, it's like, fuck everybody else. And it's like, why do you even want to do that? That doesn't even make sense. And I feel like ever since then, Isis has been on her big bullshit, even with her friendship with Cleo Trappa. So I feel like the girls didn't understand Cleo's beef with Ice in this moment. And I also think Cleo might have thought her and Ice were like friendlier or closer than maybe what they were, because she's always been there to support Ice in her videos, give her that little extra push, battering her back, all that stuff. Basically, Ice retweeted a lyric that Cleo posted from her song Rockstar that came out, and the tweet said like, she's such a dweeb, she's such a loser, right? And that's part of her song. So Cleo tweeted it and, promotion of her song. Ice reposted that in the midst of her beef with Alyssa. Now, Cleo was upset about that because she felt like, I've been promoting this song, I've been posting about this song, I've been doing all these things, and you haven't shared any clips, any lyrics, anything.
And you did that one thing. So now it's just like, you're igniting it and stepping on my shit.
Yeah, and it's like, so now you're drawing the attention from my actual song and the promo that I'm doing to you beefing with this girl. And I said, that don't got nothing to do with me, and I'm not getting involved, and I'm not beefing with the rap girlies just because you in some shit with her. And, so I didn't like that. And I feel like, let's talk about corny behavior. Isis, sis,
a corn on the
It's
cob
not
award for
giving.
you too.
Yeah,
We're
you
giving
could
corn on the
go.
cobs to everybody because it's just like, why?
And honestly, she doesn't bring anything fresh, new, and fun to the table.
No,
Like
and I'm just like, they do
the
two
juice her
different.
hair, like yeah.
Yeah, like they do two different things. It's just like everybody can coexist. There's different tiers of rap girly. Latto is on a different tier. You are not on said level. So just
Yeah.
be on your tier, work at your shit, ride these coattails as long as it's gonna fucking last. Be on your Dunkin' Donuts commercial, collect your checks from there. I just don't understand why. Now, if there was something beef worthy, then cool, let's have it out. If we're gonna go back and forth on records, then cool, let's have it out. I'm not the person to say that, oh, everybody should just get along. Should we get along? Great, sure, fine. But that's not realistic. Niggas don't all get along. Women don't all get along. And that's cool, and that's fine. And they shouldn't have to. If y'all gonna rap about it, rap about it. But we gotta have worthy opponents, because at the end of the day, y'all putting in this out for the people, and it needs to be, if it's gonna be entertaining, it needs to be entertaining. But at this point, this is just like watching a pit bull choke out a chihuahua.
But yeah, this was a nice little hot topics chat.
Yeah, so a lot transpired during the week. And there were so much other things that we didn't even get to that happened this week.
Like every day is something.
Every day of February has been madness.
Why is Black History Month always like this? We're supposed to come in and be calm, and it never is. No, they love acting up in February.
No, we love to be on our best bullshit during February. I'm like, okay, well, what is going to happen in the next week? As World Turns, what happens on the next week? Because this is just like a soap opera. This shit is not real life. This is a simulation. But I'm here for it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Hot Topics episode. Of course, you can always sound off in our comments, DM us. If you feel like there's something that we should address, talk about, let us know, and we will do that. And yeah, so I'm gonna keep my ear to the streets for what happens on the next week, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna discuss that too. So yeah,
can't wait.
Yes, bye y'all.
Bye.